today I learned a little trick which I wish I'd known before. So if you have made a change and you want to add it into a previous commit, you can use fixup. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, I will show you. So I have got this repository. This is the playbooks site, and in the past I've added editor config, but since then I've added a license, and I want to update the editor config because I missed something out. So I have made that change, and you can see editor config has a change here. But what I've done up to now is then go, okay, right, I need to find the commit that I'm going to fix up. And I'll say it's this one here that we just looked at. I'll copy that. And then I can say git commit fix up and then paste the commit hash. Now, what this does is tells Git that this is really a little change that's really should be part of the previous commit. It's still a commit in its own right, but if we rebase it later, we can use a thing called auto squash to smush all of the fix-up commits where they belong, so you end up with a cleaner history. It's not always necessary to do this, by the way, but it can be handy, particularly if you're doing a bigger pull request where you want to have people step through commits and see like discrete changes, but have a bigger PR that lumps all those together. Anyway, I'm going to cancel that because what I've found this morning is that I can actually just say git commit and again type fix up and then just start hitting tab, and it will actually give me the things that I might want. So I can see there it's 6316 something or other, 6316, and that should be enough. Oh, it didn't look it up. Okay. Well, that wasn't enough. Okay, what about if I try again? I don't want to try and remember that, so I can just do head hat, and that's going to give me the same, if the alias to head -1, and then it's added it in. That saves me going and looking up and doing a copy and everything each time. But if I look at the log now, I can see this has got fix up here. So it's still just a normal commit, and I could look at that diff and it will show me the change that I've added in. But I want to get rid of that and just merge it in so that it's part of the old commit. That's the whole point of using fixup. So I can say git rebase. Also, caveat, whenever you type git rebase, dragons are around, so be ready for that. And in fact, before I do that, I am going to, because I have another little change on here, I'm going to stash that so it doesn't add it and then stash it. So now it's clean. So I can say git rebase and I can say auto squash. And in case I want to check it, I can say do it interactively. Oh, if I type interactive, right? And I need to specify which branch I'm going to do that against. Now, this has master as the default branch. And it's come up and it now says, oh, well, I've got this list of commits. This is the difference between the branch I'm on and master. And you can see most of them say pick. And then there's one, the one we've only just added, that says add editor config. Now, it's not in the order that we saw it before, because the license had happened when we did that commit. But because it's going to put editor config, the last one, the fix up, with the first editor config, it kind of groups them together so you can see. So this interactive mode's given me this, so I can go in, it's just a text editor, I could go and change some of these, I could delete a line and that commit would just get dropped. But to all intents and purposes now, it's going to be exactly the same. It's going to pick every commit, but it's going to fix up, it's going to merge that commit with the previous one. So if I now go and do WQ, so it gets out, it says successfully rebased, brilliant. Now if I do git log, we can see add editor config and then add license. So that fix up commit has just been merged in with that. And like I say, that can be quite handy sometimes. Always be a little bit careful with rebase though. If you're not comfortable with it, make sure you've got like the commit references that you think might disappear, because otherwise you can end up having to redo your work. Anyway, I hope that was helpful for someone. Thanks.